So let's go ahead and get started with some effects. First, what we want to do is, of course, if your character's indoor or anything like that, or even outdoors, we have to add a shadow because everything has a shadow. So the first thing I like to do is I'm going to go ahead and duplicate my pony here by doing Control D. I'm just going to rename this shadow. Alright, so from there, I'm going to minimize this. I'm going to right click, I'm going to hit perspective, and I'm going to go to drop shadow. Alright, so what this does is it creates a shadow on the, oopsie, wrong character. Uh, let's go ahead and let's go to the left side here on the menu here. Let's go ahead and just hit check mark shadows only. Alright, so put the distance to 0, and that's about it. Okay, so first, we're going to look at our shadows in the bushes here. It looks like it's going towards the right side at an angle. So we're going to try to match our shadow to the shadows of the bushes back here. That way it doesn't make it look too fake. So I'm going to go ahead and hit W to turn this about, yeah, like that. I'm going to hit V and move this around. So as you can see, the shadows for the bushes is very thin and very long. So we're going to drag the corner and make it very thin and long, just like that. All right. And in the shadow, the tail will be facing the other side. So I have to flip my shadow. So I'm going to right click right now and go to transform and just hit flip horizontally. There we go. That way it'll match. Now it's a bit too big, so let's shrink this up a bit and make it longer. I think it needs to be twisted just a tad bit. Alright, just like that. Okay, now if you notice, the shadow is in front of the character. All we have to do is go back to our shadow here. I'm just going to put it behind our pony here. There we go. Now the shadow's behind her. Now I'm going to place this somewhere around here. Alright, so as you can see, it's too sharp, it's too black, doesn't look realistic. So let's go ahead and make it lighter. We're gonna go to the opacity here in our menu. I'm just gonna drop it down a tad bit. Alright, now we're gonna go to softness right here. We're gonna make it like a big fuzz, something like that. Now I think our shadow needs to be a bit longer, like that. I'm gonna click and drag it, and it's not bad. I think I need to turn it just a tad bit. So this takes a while when you're trying to do your shadows, but I guess I'm not gonna make it too perfect because this is just a tutorial. So for here, we're just gonna I want to make the shadow color kind of greenish compared to these other shadow bushes. So I'm gonna go to the shadow color, click the eyedropper, and just hit about this dark area here. And just like that, it kind of matches with the background shadows. They just make it a bit darker by increasing the opacity here. And I think that's it. The softness there, it's good. I guess I should leave it like that for shadows. You could play around at your own time, make it perfect as you wish, and you could add like a shadow to her little leg here or there. But as for shadows, that's pretty much it. Now for just sugarcoating this video to make it look, I guess, prettier, what we could do is we could add a black filter if you want, just like to make it have a cinematic look. So I've done that in my recent video and it looks pretty good. So what you want to do is you want to go back here to add a black filter. You're going to right click, you're going to hit new, you're going to hit a solid. And I'm just gonna name it black filter, whatever. Hit OK. All right, now I'm gonna hit G. I'm gonna try my best to make like a circle-ish look. Just make a little circle here, if not just an oval. About there. Now we're gonna hit go to your video drop down arrow right over here beside your black object. You're going to hit mask, drop down. You're going to click invert it to make it the other way around. Now we're going to hit the drop down arrow on the mask, and we're going to increase the feather by a lot. I think that's good enough. I'm going to double click my mask and just increase the size and move this around. Increase it, and just make it look like that. You know, you could play around. You can make it more darker, more lighter as you seem. I'm just doing this fast for you guys just to know what kind of effects you guys could do. Alright, so you guys go ahead and play around with the filter effect here. But for now, we'll just leave it like this. Alright, another effect you guys could do is, you know, we could blur out the background here. We only want to pay attention to the pony here and the front ground. So let's go ahead and take a copy. Let's duplicate your regular video back here by going to your bottom left hand corner, selecting it, and hit Control D. I'm going to rename this blurred background. There we go. I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to hit G. I'm going to make a line here, just like that, and make a square or, you know, something like this. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to right click on our blurred background video. We're going to go to effects. We're going to go to blur and sharpen, and we're going to go to box blur. Alright, from there you could pretty much just increase the, that's too much. It's okay. Alright. Now, as you notice, it looks like it's a straight line right here. It doesn't look quite natural if it's just a straight line. So let's use the feather properties again. We're going to hit on our background blurred video. We're going to go to mask. We're going to go to the drop down arrow of mask 1, and we're going to increase the feather just like that. So it looks like it's slowly phasing into a blur instead of just a line here. And let's take that out, and well, it looks pretty damn good if you ask me. I'm trying to think of other effects I could do. I'm gonna pause it and think of something. Or not. That's pretty much it, guys. Just sugarcoating your video with extra sweet effects and filter and a bit of shadow for your character. So, oh, and one more thing, guys. If you guys are using motion blur or a fake camera shake, just remember every time you set your shadow on your character, make sure you set the shadow to go with your motion tracking data or your fake camera shake, whichever has the data. Because if you don't set it to the data, your shadow is just gonna be still while the camera shakes around. So just don't forget that small one.